I'm disabled and I can't get out. I need to start an online business, but nobody is buying. I have small kids at home and I just don't have the time to deliver orders. I need to be able to sell Avon online, but nobody is buying when I post my link on social media. I really want to be a beauty influencer online, but every time I post on social media, I hear crickets. Does any of this sound like you? If it sounds like you are not alone. Hey everyone, my name is Jennifer Francis and welcome to my Sell Avon Online Series. This series is all about learning techniques and strategies that you need to sell Avon online successfully. More than likely, you got into this business because you want to make some extra money on the side. Maybe to pay some household bills or to have some extra spending money, or because you've always dreamed of having an online business. In this day and age, there is a huge opportunity to make money online and work for your very own home-based business. So many people come to Avon hoping to be able to build an online business, and a month in, they're frustrated and wondering how anyone makes any money online. But I'm here to tell you that you can build an online business with Avon and sell Avon online successfully, but you have to implement the right strategies that will maximize your time and truly help you be successful. So what we're going to talk about today are my tips on what you might be doing wrong and why you aren't generating the online sales you imagined when you started. So stay tuned.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
My name is Jennifer Francis, and I am a nationally ranked #1 leader and top seller with Avon and the founder of TimelessBeautyLife.com. I invite you to subscribe to my channel and connect with me over on social media. You'll find the links to connect with me down in the description box below. Are you an Avon representative looking for help with your Avon business? You should join Timeless Beauty Lessons, our amazing Facebook group just for Avon representatives. It's led by some of the top leaders in the entire nation. You'll find the link to join down in the description box below.
So let's get into it. The top 10 things that you might be doing wrong and why you aren't generating the online sales you imagined when you first started your Avon business. Number 1, you only posted one time on social media. Okay, it's time for a truth bomb, okay? It takes a long time to build a business on social media. And if your objective is to create one post and sit by the computer and wait for the sales to come flooding in, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. Selling Avon online is a game of strategy, consistency, and effective marketing wrapped up all in one. So that one-time post of, hey, who wants some Avon, and a link to your online store, it might generate an order, but more than likely it's not going to, and you really shouldn't be discouraged if your first post doesn't generate an order with your customers and your followers. So here's how to fix it. Develop a consistent way to post your business online and get really consistent with one platform before you add any other platforms. Develop a plan to post at least one time per day and vary your posts between sales, personal journey, and engagement. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, what that looks like in the upcoming points. Number 2, you haven't been doing this long enough. And this kind of goes with number 1, but I'll repeat it again. If you've been posting, even if it's for a month and haven't seen any results, and you still don't have enough consistency, time, and experience under your belt, selling Avon online successfully can take a year or even more. So you have to develop a consistent strategy for at least that long to build your online business. In the beginning, social media and online marketing should not be the only strategy that you have to make money. So here's how you fix it. When your online business finally takes over your in-person business, all your work is going to be so worth it. But in the meantime, until that happens, you have got to be making lists and contacting your warm market to generate sales. You have to have a strategy to speak with a specific number of people every single day, whether it be in person or in Facebook groups, in order to continually grow your network. And to learn more about how to do this, check out the resource in the description box below, how to stop bugging your family and friends and start growing your network. Number 3, your network is too small. Listen, if you only have 10 people on your customer group or 100 people on your Facebook personal profile, you're not going to make sales out of it. You might make 1 or 2, but that's probably not the business that you had imagined, right? So why does this happen? It's not because those people that are following you don't want to support you. Actually, the people probably do want to support you, but the 10 people might not be seeing your posts at all. And before you tell me, hey, I can see that 8 people viewed my post, so I know that's not true, let me ask you a question, okay? How many posts have you viewed on social media, and how many of them made you stop your scroll? So just because your post appeared in somebody's newsfeed doesn't mean that it necessarily registered with all of the people that saw it. It just appeared in their newsfeed as they were scrolling. So again, how many posts have you viewed on social media, and how many of them do you remember? How many of those posts made you stop what you were doing right that very moment and go buy something from somebody's online store? Picture this, okay? You're in the car and you sent your husband into the store and you're waiting for him to come out scrolling social media. You get to your friend's business post right as your husband gets back in the car, but he wants to tell you a story about somebody that he saw in the store that you haven't seen in years. Are you really, and be truthful here, are you really going to say, no, honey, wait. Just wait a minute. I have to go through my friend's business page here and click on their link to make a purchase. No, you're not going to do that. And then what's going to happen, you're probably going to forget about it. That post is going to get lost in the feed and you're going to go on about your day. And that is why you have to develop a consistent strategy that breaks through all of the distractions for people. Here's how to fix it. The Facebook algorithm is not going to show all of your group posts to all of the members in your Facebook group every single time. It just isn't. So you have to have an active plan to continually be growing that group and growing your network. So you need to be making it a goal to add a specific number of people to your network, whether that's a Facebook page, a Facebook group, your personal profile. You have to make it a goal to add a specific number of people every single day, okay? And I actually have a video about which one you should choose and which one is going to be better for you, a Facebook page, group, or personal profile. And I'll leave a link to that video down in the description box below. And we'll also talk about in that video how to actually grow it. But if your customer group started out and you only had 2 people in it today, and imagine if you just added one person every single day for a year, you would have increased your exposure by 365 people, right? So that should be the goal. Develop a goal number of people that you want to add to that group and add to your network every single day, and seek to add them to your network. And you can do that in person. You can do that by creating relationships online. But the goal is just to create a relationship and add them to that network. For more tips on how to grow your network, check out the resource I mentioned down in the description box below. Number 4. You are relying on your friends and family to help you build a full-time business. And this goes along kind of with having a small network. So let's face it, people only have so much money every month to spend on little luxuries. And they only have literally so much space in their house, right? So if you're relying on the same people every 2 weeks to grow your business, you're going to burn them out. And honestly, that's why a lot of direct sellers get a bad rap, because they're constantly going back to the well of their friends and family and, hey, buy this, buy this, buy this, with no real give in return. So that's why you have to have an effective strategy to always be expanding your network. Find new people to talk to about your products. Now, what this doesn't look like to me is, it doesn't look like going to the store and handing out brochures until you're done with them. But it does look like constantly building new relationships. And with those new relationships come potential opportunities. Some may turn out to be customers and some may not. But that should never be your end goal. I'm going to go out and build these relationships so that I can have customers, so that I can get rich. The goal should be to expand your network, build a relationship, and then maybe have a customer, but better yet, you have a new friend or an associate. Which brings me to number 5. You are all take and no give. This one's hard. I get it. You want to make money. You need to make money. But truthfully, neediness isn't attractive. People don't want to feel like you always just have your hand out. And people don't want to be friends or network with somebody who is using them for their money so that they can get rich. Relationships are about give and take, and this is a relationship business. If you're harping on your followers about not buying from you, how long do you think that they're going to follow you? If you aren't even using the products that you sell, why would you think anybody else would? If you're buying your shampoo at Walmart instead of buying it from yourself, how can you get mad at people for not buying shampoo with you? Here's how to fix it. Always be thinking about what you can give to other people. When it comes to posting online, what value are you offering when you post? Are you just posting your opportunity link thinking everybody should be so lucky as to join your team and buy your products? Man, are they lucky. Or are you offering your opportunity or products as a solution to their specific personal problems, not just a broad reach of everybody and anybody? Is your goal to do as little as possible and make as much money as you can? Or are you putting in that extra effort to really provide somebody with a service, calling customer service for your customers, or taking the time to send them a personal thank you note when they order for you? There are, I think at the last time I looked, 200,000 Avon representatives out there. Customers can shop from any one of them, or even just from the company. And they can shop from even big box locations, but customers will shop with you because of what you give to them. Number 6, your feed looks like one big Avon ad. Okay, I definitely think that your followers should know that you're an Avon representative. So let me preface this by saying that. But here's the deal. Nobody likes to watch commercials. Apart from the Super Bowl, if given the chance, would you sit there and purposely watch commercials? Would you turn on a channel that advertised itself as the all commercials all the time channel? What makes you think that people want to tune into you online if that's all you're offering them? So here's how you fix it. You develop a weekly posting strategy that incorporates personal life stories, things about your life, and get personal. and engagement to generate conversations, and then you sprinkle in a little Avon. Bonus points if you can sprinkle in your Avon without anybody actually realizing it. Number 7, you aren't being authentic. Have you ever copied another Avon Representative's post word for word? It's super tempting, right? We're busy. We think someone else did it better. We want what someone else has. We say we're not good with words. There's all of these different reasons why people do this. But here's the thing. Your followers aren't following that Avon representative. They're following you. Why? Because they like you. They want to hear from you. Even if you're not perfect. People like imperfect. People hate fake. So be you, not someone else. Now, I 100% get behind using other people's testimonials and citing them because not every product is for every person. For example, I would never give my own testimonial on an oily skin product because I don't have oily skin. But I might use a testimonial from another rep and say, my friend XYZ rep said this product did this for them. So here's how to fix it. If you use words or a testimonial from a customer or another Avon representative, cite your source. Listen, we learned this literally in high school when we were writing papers, that we don't plagiarize somebody else's work. And if you are going to copy it word for word, cite your source. So cite your source when using customer testimonials and develop a strategy that will help you streamline your own work so that you can post for yourself and be authentic. Number 8, you're not being consistent. Does this sound like you? Do you post once and then ghost your followers for the next month and then post again the next month and then you're like, why is nobody buying? Remember the illustration earlier of the couple in the car where the woman was scrolling social media and her husband got back in the car and was telling her a story? People are distracted in their daily lives, and I'm sorry, but their first priority is not always going to be placing an order from your business. That doesn't mean they don't want to. It means they're distracted. And the reason you need consistency is so that you're always staying at the top of mind. So here's how to fix it. Use a scheduling feature so you don't have to spend all day on social media. And you can get my best resources for streamlining your online marketing from the resource down in the description box below. Number 9, you think your job is selling Avon. But guess what? Your job is selling you. People can buy Avon products from anyone. They can buy the things you sell them from anywhere, Walmart included, and that isn't a bad thing. Do you know how many brands of bread there are to choose from on the shelf at the grocery store? And they're all sitting right beside each other. Laundry soaps? How many different brands are there out there? And I bet you probably buy the same one every single time. Hopefully it's Fresh Fiji. Why? It's because of whatever that brand offered you. It's the same with your Avon business. You are what makes your business stand out from the crowd. So what you have to offer people that is different than what everybody else is doing, that's what you want to hone in on. So Sally Hogshead is a genius marketer who has worked for some of the top name companies in the US, and she was the headline speaker at Avon Convention. She wrote a book where she talks about personal branding and what sets brands apart. And she had the coolest analogy, and it's so true. Think about the brand Jägermeister. Now, if you know anything about Jaeger or you've had an experience with it, you probably have a story that goes along with it. But Sally describes Jaeger in her book as the top shelf liquor that nobody likes the taste of, but they still get premium price for it. That they know it tastes bad, the company knows it tastes bad, and it still competes and gets premium price against all of the other liquors out there. And it does it well. The reason why is because Jaeger has figured out what makes it different. If you're posting nothing but Avon branded images and saying things like, who wants some Avon? You're going to get lost in the crowd of every other direct seller on social media and in the world. But when you figure out what it is that you have to offer, what draws people to you, you'll make your marketing more about you, and people will start to say, Jen Francis, oh yeah, she's an Avon rep and she's this, that, or the next thing. Number 10, and this one is very personal to me because it has really catapulted my success in building an online Avon business. You haven't yet harnessed the power of blogging. Listen, social media can only take you so far because what you're doing when you post on social media is you're casting a wide net around everyone and anyone that will listen. But blogging and search engine optimization allows you to harness the power of segmentation. It allows you to target people who are already raising their hand. Hey, I'm interested in what you have to offer. When you learn how to blog and blog correctly, you can open yourself up to a nationwide business that is so powerful because it's targeting people who are already interested in what you're offering. Think about it. When you Google something, you're looking for an answer. What if you could be the answer to that question? When you learn how to do this, the results are so powerful. Get my complete blogging guide down in the description box below. There's an on-screen walkthrough that'll get you started with your blog in 10 minutes or less. So why should you even listen to me? Well, I started Avon in 2018, and by 2020, my Avon direct sales were the top 100 fastest growing in the nation, number 32 to be exact. And they continue to grow this year and are sitting at almost double my sales from last year. In addition, I'm a nationally ranked top leader for team growth, and I teach my team how to build an online business. And last year I ranked in 4 different categories in the top 10 of the nation. My focus is always about growing an online business that will create a residual income for my family. My first year, I spent a ton of time building my online presence, and I gained very little back in the way of sales from those efforts. And any money I made was due to my warm market outreach efforts like texting, calling, and emailing for sales, and of course, team building. After about a year into my business, my online business finally took over, and now I'm so glad I put all that work in, even with the very little income that I got out of that work at the time. I'm so glad that I built it when I did, because it has opened up so much more time for me to spend with my family because my business can run on autopilot. I don't have to physically be doing it myself all the time. Building an online business takes work, it takes grit, it takes consistency, it takes not making money at it for a year. But when you get that first sale from your efforts, boy, it is so worth it. And that's what I want for you, which is why I want to give you super realistic advice so you don't post once on social media and say this doesn't work and give up after a month. Because man, when it finally takes off, it is so rewarding. I hope this has been helpful to you. Make sure you subscribe so that you can receive an alert notification next time I upload to the Selling Avon Online Series.
Have you thought about becoming an Avon representative? Well, now is the time to join Avon. For more information, find the link down in the description box below, or if you're ready to join right now, click that link below, fill in your personal information, and decide which option is best for you, and then complete your sign up. A little bit about me. Again, my name is Jennifer Francis, and I was #1 in the nation for personal leader development, and I lead the Timeless Beauties, one of the fastest growing teams in the entire nation. I am a top recruiter in the company and ranked in the top 100 for my digital sales. That's online marketing. In addition, I served on Avon's 2020 Beauty Board, where I helped provide feedback about new products and business decisions. Did you find this video helpful? Don't forget to subscribe because I put out new videos for network marketers just like you every single week. And please share it with someone you know that it will help. Thank you so much for watching. Here are a couple of other videos you might like. See you next week.